9 unique and fascinating sex traditions from around the world, cultural deep dive. 1. Hawaii, naming private parts with respect and celebration. Palm tree. In traditional Hawaiian culture, sexuality was seen as a natural, sacred part of life, not something to hide or feel shame about. Some tribal communities even gave personal names to their genitals, treating them like important extensions of identity. These names were sometimes symbolic, humorous, or poetic. This practice wasn't considered vulgar, it was part of the Hawaiian belief in honoring the body and living in harmony with nature. Brain. Why it matters. It reflects a cultural attitude that is body positive and sex positive, showing how language and openness can reduce shame and promote healthy sexuality. 2. Japan, a nation losing interest in sex. Japan. Japan has one of the lowest birth rates in the world, and surveys reveal that millions of young people aren't interested in dating, sex, or marriage. There's even a phrase for it, sekkusu shinai shokogun, celibacy syndrome. Many young adults prioritize careers, hobbies, or digital relationships over traditional partnerships. Robot companions, virtual girlfriends, and rent-a-friend services are growing trends. Brain. Why it matters. This change reflects growing economic pressure, gender role challenges, and social isolation in Japan. It's causing national concern due to its impact on population decline and mental health. 3. South Korea, women choosing to live child-free. South Korea. South Korea faces a similar birth rate crisis, but for different reasons. Many South Korean women are saying no to marriage and motherhood, choosing instead to pursue personal freedom, education, and careers. Some belong to the 4B movement, women who vow to reject dating, marriage, childbirth, and traditional beauty standards. Brain. Why it matters. This is a response to deep-rooted gender inequality and societal pressure. Women are pushing back against a system that expects them to sacrifice their identities for the role of a wife or mother. 4. Russia, a government-supported conception day. Russia. Russia declared September 12th as the official day of conception in some regions. Couples are encouraged to take the day off and procreate, with rewards like electronics or even new cars for those who give birth 9 months later on Russia Day, June 12th. It's a creative, if unusual, attempt to boost the country's declining birth rate. Brain. Why it matters. It shows how governments may use national incentives to solve demographic issues. It also raises questions about how far states should go in encouraging reproduction. 5. Brazil, fish is a love language in a remote village. Brazil. In certain Amazonian fishing communities, particularly among indigenous tribes, men express romantic interest by gifting fish to women. This tradition is rooted in survival and respect. The man shows he can provide. If the woman accepts the fish, it may signal romantic or sexual interest. Brain. Why it matters. This shows how nature, courtship, and gender roles can intertwine in unique, localized ways. Love isn't always about flowers, sometimes, it's about fresh tilapia. 6. Austria, the armpit apple courtship. Green apple. Austria. In old Austrian festivals, women would place apple slices under their armpits while dancing, allowing the fruit to absorb their natural scent and sweat. Afterward, they'd offer it to a man they fancied. If he accepted and ate the apple, it meant he returned her affection. Brain. Why it matters. While it may sound odd today, this ritual was deeply tied to pheromones, natural attraction, and bodily connection, things modern science confirms still influence human attraction today. 7. Colombia, the Guajiro tribe's bold woman dance. In Colombia. Among the Wayu, or Guajiro, people of northern Colombia and Venezuela, women have powerful roles in courtship. If a woman is interested in a man, she might pull him aside during a dance, touch his arm, or even flirt openly. Unlike many patriarchal societies, Guajiro women are often the initiators in relationships. Brain. Why it matters. This flips typical gender norms and highlights how matriarchal or egalitarian structures can redefine how romance and sex are approached in different societies. 8. Denmark, holidays as the season of love. Red Heart. Denmark. Studies show that most Danish women conceive during holidays, especially summer vacation or Christmas. Experts believe it's because during holidays, people feel relaxed, emotionally connected, and free from daily stress. Plus, longer daylight hours and festive moods increase romantic activity. Brain Why It Matters. It's a great example of how lifestyle, work-life balance, and mood affect intimacy and fertility. It also shows how social environments shape personal decisions. 9. Greece, the world's most sexually active country. Greece fire. According to several global surveys, Greeks have more sex than people in any other country, averaging around 164 times per year. This is often attributed to their warm climate, relaxed Mediterranean lifestyle, strong social bonds, and open attitudes toward pleasure and relationships. Brain Why It Matters. It demonstrates how culture, geography, and national mindset influence human sexuality. For Greeks, love and passion are part of everyday life, not a taboo. Sex, love, and relationships are deeply influenced by culture, and what seems odd in one place may be perfectly normal, or even sacred, somewhere else. These stories remind us that human intimacy is diverse, colorful, and often surprising. Speech balloon. What's the most fascinating tradition you learned today? Would you ever accept a sweaty apple or give someone a fish as a love gesture? Grinning face with smiling eyes. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.